So for those that are employed, Hamza, it turns out that he was he was on testosterone replacement therapy the whole time. He was using exogenous testosterone, but never told his audience. And only after him and his friend had a falling out did he reveal that Hamza was on TRT this whole time.
Don't respond to this video. I will bury you, Hamza.
If you want to go ahead and maybe like hurt me more, you have the to do that.
He couldn't let it slide. No.
He's crying. He's crying in a drama video.
Do that.
He couldn't let it slide. No. I don't care. I don't care what he knows about me. I have to say my part. And so he lied. Coach Greg, in today's video, you're not...
I feel like it should be expected that anyone in the manosphere that's selling a course and is selling like this image of an idealized physique, you can just assume that they're actually using roids behind the scenes, even if they're not saying it. I feel like that's a fair assumption to make.
Hamza's ended his entire career, and I'm not putting it like...
I feel like, yeah, he definitely has kind of killed his respectability. Because if your whole thing is like, I'm so manly, I'm this masculine guy, and you just need to like follow what I'm saying, and you kind of built your content on this appeal to nature stuff, kind of like the Liver King. And if you ever get found out that you have used roids, your credibility is just zero now. Like, nobody's gonna want to listen to you ever again. Like, why would they?
Lightly. Oftentimes people say ended their career and they just throw it out there as if it's nothing. This guy has been losing thousands and thousands of followers each and every day, and it's just began to go viral. And wait till you see the shitstorm that's been going on. Let me just read a few comments.
Scamza, I've heard that he was selling like a $500 course. Oh god. And his audience are like teenagers. It's just like Scamza, Jesus.
On his former videographer, his best friend. They're going toe to toe, explaining everything that they did wrong to each other. And I have to admit, this guy makes Jeff Nippard look like an angel. And that's saying something. I mean, when he makes a video and throws his friend under the bus and says, you know what, I'm going to relieve some secrets.
You see, I bet he picked this white shirt to look as innocent as possible. Like, he's the type of guy that would do that. He's so Machiavellian that he would wear a white shirt in a video, like defending himself and trying to look innocent.
When I met him, he wanted to end himself. He didn't want to be with us. But after a couple weeks with me, he was so swell. And I helped him, and I allowed him to do this. And I gave him a chance, and I'm Adonis. He's just a Jeffrey. What makes you think that you're so special? Bro is a manipulative asshole, and trust me.
He fixed his ear. Yes, he had one ear sticking out, and he got autoplasty, I believe. I don't like... Okay, I'm not really clued up on the Hamza lore. So, like, did he admit to getting autoplasty? Like, did he admit to getting surgery to pin his ear back? Or did he never disclose that? I don't know. Like, I'm pretty damn certain he got autoplasty. And, as far as I know, he hasn't said that he did it. Anyone
I don't say these things lightly. Release the Hamza files. Kendrick versus Drake at home.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, if someone's not going to admit to using testosterone or roids, they're probably not going to admit to getting a cosmetic surgery, because being on TRT or roids as a man is, I would say, is more socially acceptable than getting a cosmetic surgery. So, like, you know, it's kind of like one of those situations where, like, if you can't lift a a 5-pound weight, you're probably not going to be able to lift the 15-pound weight either, right? So
Huge day for the unemployed 2.1 beta. Every comment is going harder than last time. This video, there's something nefarious about Hamza Ahmed. It's similar to a Solomon video where he took out both of the Twin Towers.
Jeff Nippard.
This man worked his ass off as his editor, as his videographer.
this man needs to do some neck curls. He's got quite a good, quite good bone mass, but like his neck is so small, it kind of gives him like the lollipop head effect. So yeah, this guy could do with bringing his neck up.
And
Sorry, I need to restrain my autism. We need to get through this video. I'll stop.
behind the scenes who helped him to grow millions of followers. And while he was with him, he was growing about 200,000 followers per month. He was doing amazingly well, but Hamza just had to let him go. So jealous, had to be the superstar, couldn't let anyone work well with him. The jealousy, the control, the lying. Let's get right into it.
I met my friend Sam in the COVID lockdown in December 2020. I actually hired him to be my video editor for this channel.
He wears that stupid robe all the time with the hood on or the white shirt, and he
But I think he did this at the start because he was self-conscious about his ear that was protruding, and that's like a very band-aid solution to it, and I guess it stuck. I don't know.
acts like he's better than everyone. Oh, this is how you should live your life. This is how you should grow. This is how you put on muscle. He's a freaking fake natty, and he outed himself. It's the best friggin' part. If you watch this video, you automatically hate Hamza. Automatically.
This entire video he made was just in reaction to the text that I wrote. Just this title is insulting enough. Imagine your old best friend says that about you.
Hamza Ahmed is a narcissistic, disingenuous man-child. That's the title of his friend's video. He's telling you the behind the scenes a little bit and said, you know what?
Hamza, if you're watching this video, don't respond to this video. I will bury you, Hamza.
It's just like when Jeff Nippard started talking smack about Solomon. Solomon said...
So what if he's a fake natty? The problem is, okay, here's the problem. Number one, lying just on principle is bad. Like it, I don't like it. People don't like it. That's all it is, right? But especially when like your content is about, you know, being this like manly guy, and you never like disclose that you're literally injecting testosterone. I think that's a bit of an issue. Also, I again, I'm not clued up on Hamza. I don't really watch his content. But I think the vibe that a lot of people got from him was that he was against using roids, and he was like all about self-improvement and like taking the natural path, like that kind of stuff, right? So I think that's like the kind of audience he cultivated. So like when he, you know, if he gets found out to actually be a fake natty, that's especially detrimental. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not just like some guy that goes to your gym that doesn't tell his girlfriend that he's on roids. It's not like that.
Really? You ain't seen nothing yet. And so he brought the Nipstein files.
If you want to bury me, if you want to go and expose every bit of my private details.
Hamza was roided up for a kickboxing fight against the Journeyman. Yeah, that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's another level of ethical consideration, because if you're in, I remember seeing he like posted a video where he was in like a boxing match or something, a kickboxing match, as chat said. But like when you're like using roids, you're going to punch harder, kick harder, way more than you naturally would. So you're going to inflict more damage to someone's brain. So that is like another level of lack of ethics, you know? Like using roids in combat sports is it's not good. It's problematic in the most sincere, you know, use of the word.
Bro, honestly, you could destroy my life. Go ahead.
Hamza, who has over 2 million followers, he couldn't let it slide. No, I don't care. I don't care what he knows about me. I have to say my part. And so he lied. Lied about so many things in this video. And so Sam made a response video over an hour long. And so unless you've watched all this, I don't have the time to go over all of it. Be a 2-hour Netflix documentary. You have to simply go and watch it.
Hamza, if you entered a call with your best friend, someone who means so much to you, to gain clarity, why did you record the call?
This call, remember, from a concerned friend? He recorded it. Oh, I want to talk to you. You know, we used to be best friends. Let's get on a call. I really want to help you. Records
The fuck? So he gets he has a hot conversation with a friend he's having a disagreement with, and he records it for what? For content? The fuck?
call. If you just really care about your friend, are you going to record that call and take snippets of it and then put it in your video to attack that person?
Yeah, who does that? Who does that?
That's Hamza.
It was an attack on my reputation, not because he gave his own opinion about cold showers that he's entitled to do, but that he knew that people would think about.
Oh my god. Is this beef really about the effectiveness of cold showers? I thought this was like something serious. Like, I thought Hamza and his friend breaking up was about, like, I don't know, like cheating on like a girl or something. I assumed it would be more serious than a disagreement on cold showers. Is that really what this is about? Bro, so the dominoes have fallen so far from that, but now Hamza's career is seriously in jeopardy, all because of a disagreement over cold showers.
Me when he was saying you've been sold lies about self-improvement.
He has been sold a lie on self-improvement. This guy, who's essentially his channel is to tell you that you're a loser and that you need to stop wanking, that you need to stop watching the corn on TV, and you need to go to...
Yeah, like, that's kind of like the vibe of Hamza. It's like a self-improvement. It's like this tier 1 self-improvement, right? Like, take a shower, take a cold shower, eat better, get out in the sun more, like that kind of shit. That's kind of like his thing. Nowhere does he talk about pharmaceuticals, as far as I know.
The gym every single day and meditate and to put the fork down and train hard because you're not a Chad. This man, how did he do it? Testosterone. He doesn't mention the fact that he's on testosterone. And not only that, you're thinking, oh, but does he really need to talk about it? He literally made a video on testosterone a month ago. It didn't mention anything. Said, oh, my testosterone levels when I was younger, they were in the 400s. But then I meditated and I thought positively. I thought, you know what?
Oh, it's the meditation, but I just forgot to mention that I was literally injecting testosterone, exogenous testosterone. Guys, it's just meditation. That's why my T levels have gone up. Who the fuck is this guy?
I do have high testosterone. And it got it up into the 700s. He doesn't mention that it's actually at 1500 and that it's from taking steroids. Now,
oh my god. Now, I don't know much about roids, I don't know much about T levels, but I'm pretty fucking sure 1500 is absurdly high. That's not like... any like gym bros in the chat, any like roid guys in the chat, is 1500 testosterone a lot? Because I kind of feel like it is. 1500 is a lot, but it is artificially elevated. 1500 is the upper limit on blood tests, unless you order a special test. So it literally broke the fucking measurement. Like, well, 1500's the limit, and then you need like a new like test. It's like when like an obese man gets so fat you can't even put him on a scale anymore. He needs like an elephant scale to weigh him. It's like that. That's fucking hilarious.
did my blood work a number of times, and I'm in the 700s, sometimes in the 800s. And so
So this man, 700 to 800, that's... I think that's on the higher range for like a natural, and I would say pretty damn high for a guy of his age.
I look like I'm not benefiting from HRT. I mean, we've seen the biceps. I'm 50. I ride bikes every single day. I lift weights twice a week. His testosterone levels are double mine. And so when you look at Hamza, you're thinking, probably natural. She's not.
Well, I'm sorry, but the reason why your T level is not as high as him is because you haven't been meditating. And you haven't been taking cold showers. That's why.
Not that impressive. And so there lies the point. In secret, he uses testosterone, lies about it, says he got higher levels of testosterone from working out and not wasting his life, from being sober, from not doing recreational
also, look at
things.
These stretch marks. Hold on.
Levels of testosterone from working out and not wasting his.
Do you see these like stretch marks across his pecs? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that means his chest area must have grown so far so quickly that it literally created stretch marks, like someone that is rapidly getting fat. Like, you know how like an obese person sometimes has like stretch marks on their belly because the belly is growing so fucking quickly, right? This guy has stretch marks over his pecs. I mean, that seems quite dramatic for a natural.
Life from being sober, from not doing recreational things like sniffing creatine and so on, but he omits the truth. It would
Just
be equivalent
be Adonis, bro? Yeah, I mean, shit.
To if I said, you know what, guys? All of the muscle that I have on my body, it's only from Turk Builder Max and Turk Platinum. What would you then think? You would say, well, aren't you on HRT? And so imagine, he's been lying about this, never talked about it until now because his friend, he said, I'll expose everything.
Sam hasn't been consistent in even exercise for the last few years. Not meditation, not cold showers, not reading, not gratitude journaling.
And so heavens forbid, he hasn't been journaling and taking cold showers, exercising and reading and meditating. And so he has.
I literally know a guy. I have a friend. We used to play World of Warcraft together. This guy has a net worth of at least $100 million. He doesn't meditate for shit. This guy has such a chaotic life. He wakes up whenever he wants. He's got a pet chameleon. He's fucking nuts. He doesn't do any of this shit. He doesn't like all of this, like this notion that being a successful man is the result of doing these like autistic activities, like having cold showers and waking up at 5 a.m. All this purity test bullshit. It doesn't work that way. People that are successful, it's kind of like lightning in a bottle. It's like they're kind of chaotic. You can't force yourself into becoming successful from fucking meditating and taking cold showers. Like that doesn't track. And neither can you get a 1500 testosterone either from meditating.
Listening to big old Hamza, the Adonis, everyone's favorite Mad, the Chad, the one that all girls want to be with and men want to emulate. And so what else are we going to say about your former best friend?
This is the worst thing I'm going to say.
Having the routine will halt your progress. Yeah, I think a lot of men just get too hung up on this idea that, you know, it's like this moral test, like, you know, everything has to be hard and difficult and cumbersome. It's like, no, that's not how it goes. It's not how it goes at all.
But his physique shows it as well.
Last I checked,
and it's he's digging at his physique, and he's not revealing that he's using exogenous testosterone himself. Ooh, my dislike of Hamza is increasing with this video.
He is not on testosterone. He's not on steroids, and you are, which gives you a significant advantage. And so let's see your...
Yeah, if someone's on steroids, I don't want to hear you talk shit about my amount of muscle. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Or physique without the steroids. Have you been perfect? You admitted that you don't always lock in. You haven't meditated every day of your life, trained every single day, eaten healthy all the time. What makes you so special that you can make fun of your former best friend for what? For views? For attention? Because you needed to be one step above him?
I can forgive Sam because I genuinely still, you can see it in my fucking face, I genuinely still have so much love for him.
If this is the kind of love that somebody can have for me, then I'll choose hate. I love this guy.
What? Love is like gaslighting your friend about not having a good physique, and when you know he's natty and you're not. Okay, that's nice. That's cool.
I so much. Really? Yeah, okay, sure. What a toxic relationship.
If you want to go ahead and maybe like hurt me more,
Oh,
you
he's
have
crying.
the power to do that.
And so without even watching the entirety of that video, Hamza posts this. Please don't comment on other videos and posts because I told my team to only allow comments on this post so we can have the conversation in a place instead of fragmented comments everywhere distracting people who just want to watch normal videos.
The translation of that is I don't like people being mean to me, so shut the comments off. That's what that means. That's all that means. There's he wants to have a constructive dialogue in one place. Like, no, that's a load of shit.
I'm going to delete all your comments unless they're right here because this is a place where hardly anyone is going to look. It's not going to be on my videos, and
How embarrassing! Like you're supposed to be this masculinity mogger, and you're disabling comments on your content. Like, that's pathetic.
I don't want everyone to find out. And so just like Mike Isertel, whose team is deleting the comments that are posted on his wall right now, you can go check it out. I was talking with John Bravo. We're making videos on this stuff. Hamza's doing the same thing. He's admitting it. He's saying, hey, we're not allowing those comments. You can only do it here. And so why do you think that is? If only 5% of an audience goes to a certain place, and that's the only place you're allowed comments, well, that keeps 95% of the people in the dark because he doesn't want everyone to know about this. Hamza made the same mistake and others have, and others will continue to have. They think they're above everything, that no one could possibly cancel them. And so he knows every single comment is going to be about the drama. The fact that he's a fake natty, that he's on testosterone, that he's a liar. And so what does he do?
The problem, so a big issue with Hamza is he's cultivated this audience that are just going to turn on him if they find out that he was on roids. So it's like he's kind of cultivated this audience of this natty self-improvement kind of audience. So, but you chose to create that audience. So if you can't be honest with the audience you've made, you fucked up. You fucked up. I can be honest with my audience. Like, I can say when I've had surgeries or cosmetic surgery or like whatever like I'm taking, right? Because I haven't made this audience that is like opposed to me in some way. Like, I think that's just it's just bizarre to me that people will cultivate an audience that they have an antagonistic relationship with. Like, oh no, I can't reveal I'm on testosterone because they won't like me. Like, then why have you made an audience that's going to dislike you? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, he tries to hide it. The same like Mike Isertel. Notice, Mike has never addressed anything on his channel. I've always told you I'm not perfect. I'm the Jeffrey in all the videos. It's funny because he makes it look like everyone else is. I'm the Adonis, the Chad, my former friend.
Yeah, shut up. Like, the whole subtext of Hamza's content is, I'm this guru and you should listen to me, young man. Like, 100%. Like, let's not pretend that's not the dynamic of his content.
It's like Sam, he's a Jeffrey. He's a loser. He can't even meditate every day or journal right. You really think meditating and journaling is going to be the secret to all your answers and prayers? That it's suddenly going to turn you into a jacked man? Look at their most popular videos, and it's always the Hamza hate videos. Maybe there's a reason for that. Did you think that? Like, why would people like Hamza hate videos if there wasn't a reason to hate them? Like, imagine if we did Will Tennyson hate videos. You think people would like that? Because he doesn't do or say things that create the hate.
And also, this is such cope. Like, you know when like some content creators, like, they chalk up the hate they're getting to people just trying to get views or money, but like, is Occam's razor not simply that these people just don't like you? You know, if there's a industry forming of people that dislike you, maybe you're not very likable. You know, maybe that's what's happening.
It's just business for them. That's why many of us don't even take these drama videos serious anymore. Many of us don't take the drama videos serious, but yet those are the most popular. The Hamza hate videos are the ones that are getting the most views. Is there maybe a correlation?
What?
I'm not on steroids. Saw people commenting that he said this, but I didn't see where in his video. He knows the truth as well, but if he said I was on steroids, he was just trying to make it more dramatic. And so he basically says he knows I'm on steroids, but if he said I'm on steroids, then he's a liar because I'm not on steroids. I'm on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Testosterone is...
Man, TRT is the biggest amount of gaslighting of all time. There's so many guys that use let's not mince words here. They use roids, and exogenous testosterone is one of them, to get a physique that is super physiological, that wouldn't be achieved by them naturally. They want a super physiological amount of muscle. They just don't want to admit it. They want to like lie to themselves, lie to other people that, you know, this is just a little boost to my T. Oh, not that it's like fucking quadrupling your T, like that, which is actually happening in a lot of cases. It's such cope. It's such cope.
a steroid. If you're on testosterone,
If you're on roids, just say you're on roids. Just say you're enhanced. It's kind of cool. Isn't that kind of cool? Like there's like a cool element to it. Like I'm like this I'm like this super soldier guy. Like, why not just admit that? Like, I don't understand why some people have such a hard time with this.
you're on steroids. And if you're taking abusive levels of testosterone, aka your testosterone levels are through the roof, you're way above the normal physiological range, which he states is somewhere between 250 and 1,000. Hardly anyone is actually that high, but it's possible. But if your body normally is in the 400s, and then when you do everything perfectly, you're in the 700s, and suddenly with testosterone, you're 1,500.
So Greg said the average guy, I mean, I'm assuming for his age, is 400, and he's at 1,500. And a guy in chat said it's hard to even measure beyond that point. So who knows? It could even be more. That's not testosterone replacement. That's testosterone quadruple treatment. We're not even in the same ballpark anymore.
You're on abusive doses. You're on steroids, testosterone. That is not being dramatic. I'm on TRT, which is where you take your testosterone level to more like a caveman. LOL. TRT is...
No, it's not like a caveman. It's like a bodybuilder trying to win a contest. Like a caveman, lol. See, even in this, you can see the bullshit. You can see the bullshittery. He's LARPing as this natural caveman. Oh, I'm just a primal guy. I'm living in accordance to nature. Like, I'm like a caveman, bro. Even in this, the bullshit is coming through.
Take your testosterone level to more like a caveman. LOL. TRT is testosterone replacement therapy. It's replacing what you should...
Yeah, like, so someone in chat says 500, Greg says 400, whatever. Let's say it's 500. So testosterone replacement, as far as I am aware, like, let's say someone, like, damages their brain and they're, like, they have, like, a car accident or something and they're not producing testosterone. They go to, like, 100 or something. TRT, in that case, would be taking them back to, like, 500. So that makes sense, right? Like, I think everyone can kind of get that. Like, that kind of makes sense. That really is testosterone replacement. You're going back to what you used to have, what you ought to have, right? Not not getting to like triple what the average guy has. That's not replacing shit.
Be making, and it's prescribed by a doctor or endocrinologist because your testes are not functioning properly.
That's like an obese chick saying she's eating at a caloric maintenance.
You're not producing sufficient testosterone in order to be healthy. It's not to put you way above the reference range and turn you into superhuman. 1,500 nanograms per deciliter instead of 700. What it used to be before. Now, I had an anthropologist write in and he said, this is bullshit. There's no proof that a caveman had testosterone levels of 1,500. And
Yeah, how I don't understand. Like a caveman had a. How are you measuring what a caveman's nanogram to deciliter testosterone is?
why are we trying to be like caveman? Does this not remind you of the Liver King? The Liver
Yes, this is like the Liver
King and his ancestral tenets. Perhaps he was just trying to be like his ancestors by taking testosterone.
A caveman didn't look like this. They were like this wiry guy with abs. They were like, they didn't look like a bodybuilder. The cavemen were like spear hunters. They would chase after like animals in the woods and jump over tree vines and chase after animals with a spear and kill them. Like it's not bench pressing. That's not what cavemen were doing.
Testosterone, growth hormone, and so on. And so right there, it feels awesome. And notice, by saying his testosterone should be at 1,500.
Liver King, OG, Raw Meat Cobra. Well, yeah, but he made a bag. He was the first.
That shows you that he doesn't know anything about testosterone. There's no way a doctor, endocrinologist, would have explained to him that he should have testosterone levels of 1,500. Because I know that I have so many guys who might start taking it after hearing me hype it up. Wow.
So what's wrong with that? I thought having a caveman's testosterone level was a good thing. So wouldn't you want your audience to also do that? Why are you afraid of your audience copying what you're doing?
The virtue signaling, I'm such a good guy. I kept it a secret, a lie, if you will, because I care so much about you guys. I didn't want you to benefit from feeling like a superhuman like our cavemens did. I wanted it all for myself. Why would I want young people who look up to me to hop on and cheat using steroids when it feels so amazing? I didn't know anything about it. I'm just telling you now. Everyone hop on steroids. You teach men, young men, how to be Chads, Adonises. You're supposed to try to help them. And so what do? You keep all the good secrets to yourself. Testosterone, it helps me. I feel so good. But for you guys go meditate and...
God, this reminds me. There's a lot, I'm not going to say names, but in the looks maxing community, there are guys that say they haven't used any cosmetic surgery, but they actually have in secret. There are content creators and looks maxing that are lying like this. And I can't say names because I can't, prove it in a court of law, and that would open me up to lawsuits. But it may not be today. It may not be in a month from now. It could be in a year. It could be in 3 years. But one day, there will be Judgment Day. And these fake looks maxing content creators selling you courses about how to improve their face have really just been using cosmetic surgeries and lying to you about it. One day these guys will get exposed. One day will be Judgment Day. And I will be there, standing on their corpses, saying I told you so. But today is not that day. But Judgment Day is coming.
and sleep and medicate again. You get to select which things that they should do, and you choose to put exogenous testosterone into your body and keep it secret and sell programs. Yeah, I wanted to wait until I've been on it for ages to
Yeah, this is the meta. Like in the manosphere, you do something so artificial and like has a high barrier to entry, like using pharmaceuticals, or in looks maxing using cosmetic surgery, never disclosing it, chalking it up to some secret method or whatever behind like a paywall, some course or something, and that's how you basically grift. That's the blueprint of a grifter.
really understand what it's like. So if I do speak about it, I can come from a great place of actually knowing the pros and cons. So let me get this straight. A man supposedly educated.
Oh my god. Oh god. So he lied about using exogenous testosterone because he was researching the pros and cons. Man. Thank you for becoming a member, Kono. I'm Adonis. Well, you are now. Thank you for clicking the join button.
With millions of followers, who explains to people how to be healthy and get their dream physiques and so on. He doesn't even know what testosterone is, but then jumps on it. What research did you put together to ensure that your programs were efficient, effective, and that other
He
people
didn't have time to say he was on T. He was busy researching.
people should buy them from you
Can't
and follow you?
expect that
You
much
couldn't
from them.
even research the drug that you're putting into your own body. Says a lot about you. Imagine jumping on testosterone and not knowing anything about it. And so when you say your testosterone levels,
I don't believe he didn't do research on exogenous testosterone. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
to be 1,500, how do you know that? Hasn't been enough ages for you to realize that that's way too much? No shame at all for me here. You're coping. There's so much copium that you're on. It's even higher levels than the testosterone.
Bro, you know it's bad when a gym bro like Greg Doucette is calling you a coper and not someone like me. You know it's bad.
No shame here? Then why didn't you just admit it? Then why didn't you say, hey guys, I'm on testosterone. My testosterone levels are 1,500 nanograms per deciliter. And I just want to be open, honest, and transparent. And so when you see all these extra muscles that I have, it's from the steroids. Oh, which are not actually steroids, it's testosterone. And in a few ages from now, I'll explain to you what it's all about. I just don't know right now. Natural testosterone levels are so low with pollutants and microplastics, and I'm always looking to feel like I'm superhuman. Okay, and so if you...
He had to do it because of the damn microplastics and the chemicals in the water.
You believe that the microplastics have destroyed your testosterone levels, why don't you cut out the microplastics?
And also, even this is bullshit. It's just layer upon layer of bullshit because, okay, let's assume he's being totally sincere here and like, okay, he's using exogenous testosterone to mitigate the effects of microplastics. Let's just accept that. Then why not recommend that to your audience? Why wouldn't you be like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing and I think you guys should do it too? Like, wouldn't that, doesn't that track, like, doesn't that go from like A to B? Like, doesn't that make sense? But he didn't do that.
Why isn't that part of your repertoire of advice for the younger generation?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, you need to meditate and sleep and stop playing video games. Don't sniff creatine and cut out plastics. That's so important. Those microplastics, they're destroying your testosterone. And so please be careful. Don't drink out of plastic water bottles. Always use glass. And that is...
I wonder if Hamza believes this bullshit himself. Like, when he like looks in the mirror, can he just admit to himself that he wants a super physiological amount of muscle? Can he even just admit that? Or does he have to like dress it up in bullshit? Like what he's saying, like, oh, this is how I should be as a man. Like have a caveman level of testosterone, or oh, it's because of the microplastics. I have to do it just to be healthy. Like, is that like what he says? when he's like alone to himself. Like I just, the question I'm asking is like, does he believe his own bullshit? I don't know.
Is very, very important. You kept the secret to yourself and you lied. It's been great, actually, and I only regret not starting it earlier. Like, if it's so great and you were scared, worried that, your younger audience would follow in your footsteps, then why are you encouraging them to follow in your footsteps right now? I mean, if I'm reading this and I'm a fan of you, I'm using testosterone. You didn't say, wait until you're older. I didn't use anything till I was in my 30s. I was 100% natural. And then I wanted a pro card and I abused steroids for 10 years. And then, because I had abused steroids,
I'm glad Greg Doucette's making this video because, he actually was a professional bodybuilder. As far as I know, he was like competing, like he knows his shit when it comes to pharmaceuticals. So I'm glad he's making this video. It adds like a layer of legitimacy. Like a guy like Greg Doucette calling him out adds a layer of legitimacy that someone like me can't really add, right?
Get my normal testosterone levels back, and so the endocrinologist prescribed me HRT. My doctor, he wasn't quite expert enough on it, and so he sent me to an endocrinologist and estrogen hormones. That's how I got my HRT. How did you get yours? Are you even on HRT, or are you just buying testosterone from bro at the gym? I would want to hear that story. Why is there no video from Hamza?
And the thing is, we saw what Hamza's physique looks like here, and then you compare it to like Greg Doucette, who's also on roids, and it's just like it's just night and day, right?
Couldn't get my normal testosterone levels back, and so the
See, Hamza wants to physique mug natties. He can physique mug like guys like his friend, guys like me, like just natties, just trying to do their best to get a better muscle and to be relatively lean. He wants to mug us, but like in the real world of actual like enhanced bodybuilding, Hamza's nothing. Hamza gets mugged into oblivion by people that are on enhanced doses of pharmaceuticals. So it's like in reality, like if Hamza goes up to compete in like bodybuilding, he's gonna get destroyed. He's gonna get physique mugged into oblivion.
How did you get yours? Are you even on HRT, or are you just buying testosterone from bro at the gym? I would want to hear that story. Why is there no video from Hamza going to my doctor, getting prescribed HRT? If you want to get your blood work done to see if you're healthy, and this includes guys like Hamza who are on performance-enhancing drugs, I highly encourage you to go to AlgoRx. AlgoRx get your blood work done for way cheaper prices than their competition. You don't believe me? Compare them. Go to Merrick Health, look at all their prices, and compare. That's all I ask. Perhaps you do have low levels of testosterone. Let's say it's in the 400s. You have low sex drive, low libido, and so on. Did you know there's something?
I think I want to get my testosterone levels checked. I think that would be interesting. I'm kind of curious because in some aspects, like, I feel like I'm high T. In some aspects, I'm not. I know testosterone really dictates your mood. Something I notice is that I don't really feel sadness much at all, but I do feel anger very intensely. So I think that's a sign of a robust amount of T. But also, like, I keep getting people telling me that I look like a twink. So maybe it's not that high. Who knows? I'd be kind of curious to get that checked.
Thing called enclomiphene. It's an oral pill. It's not an injectable, and you don't have to use it for the rest of your life. When you're on HRT, it's for life. You can't just use HRT and then stop. If you do, your balls, they shrink down when you're on HRT, unless you're on HCG, and it becomes a polypharmacy at this point. I'm not on HCG.
I'd be kind of alarmed if it was like in like the real low range. Like, imagine if I had like a soy jack level of testosterone. I think then I really would use exogenous testosterone. Like, if I had like the T level of your average Redditor, like have you seen that episode of like the Try Guys, and they had like the testosterone of like a 70-year-old man on average? If I was like that, I ain't gonna lie, I think I would just straight up just use exogenous testosterone. So who knows?
Tell you what I'm on. I'm on.
But if it's high, I wouldn't even bother.
testosterone, 140 milligrams a week. If you get on enclomiphene, typically it's going to double your testosterone levels. I do believe that that's what Alex Eubank originally started when his testosterone levels were in the 400s, and suddenly they were at 921, 923, somewhere around there. And after that, following that, and only following that, he then went on
I'm
HRT.
really curious now. I'm really curious to see what my number is. Like, I'm really fucking curious.
Hamza should not have been on testosterone.
And I promise I'm not on roids. I fucking promise I'm not.
Why didn't he start with enclomiphene? Now, if you're interested in enclomiphene, doctors from Algor's will legally prescribe it to you, and it's a prescription medication. And so you need to answer.
Oh, this hustle. You know, I've heard from guys in this industry that the amount of money you can get selling like peptides or having like links in your description of your video is fucking phenomenal. Like, I've heard you can make so much money from shilling peptides and prescription drugs. Like, man, that's where the real money is. I get why he's doing this.
Couple questions. It's not going to take all that long, couple minutes. And doctors will prescribe pharmaceutical enclomiphene to you. It's not from some SARM's website. They don't sell bullshit. Everything they sell, 100% legal, prescription only. Code Greg, 10% off. Remember, I didn't just want to be sponsored. I wanted to be an owner. I wanted to do so much more research. You need to do the research before you take the drugs. You're going to start taking the drug and then research about it? Before I started steroids, I knew more than 99% of bodybuilders who were already on them. I studied it for 2 years. I wanted to be an expert.
Yeah, this whole, I was just busy researching. That's why I didn't, that's why I neglected to mention that I was on TRT. It's just nonsense. It's just crap, isn't it?
If you don't feel that I'm an expert, go watch all of my old videos. Many of you are sad that I don't continue to make those videos. I don't continue to take steroids.
This is crazy. This is ridiculous. This is way beyond the point of attracting women on dating apps. This is insane.
Allowed to get older and change my mind on the way I saw. I was on abusive levels of steroids. I was taking SARMs, MK677. I was taking everything. And eventually I thought, you know what? I don't want to shorten my life. I don't want to end up like a Mike Israetel. Do you think Mike Israetel is even going to make it to 50? And so what did I do instead? I do cardio. I race bikes. I'm fit. My VO2 max is 56. Guys, I am healthy. In comparison, Mike Israetel, he can't even jump a nippert.
I mean, he looks pretty big here. Like, I don't know what we're talking about. Like, I think if you put his BMI in, I think he would be at least overweight, maybe even obese. So, Greg, I'm calling you out a little bit now. If you wanted to prioritize health, you know, I think you would downsize your body a bit. And I'm saying this as someone that is marginally overweight right now, so.
This is embarrassing. I might make a video on it if you guys think it's a good idea, because some of you might even be considering it. But still, we don't want teenagers to consider it, LOL. So that's why I didn't make a video on it before. Before, we didn't want teenagers to do it, so we didn't make a video on it. But now, if people want to watch a video, we'll make a video now, but we still don't want teenagers to do it. And so
yeah, it's just crap. Like it's just nonsense. It's just gaslighting.
It's so good, and there's no negative side effects, and you wish you had done it sooner, and you've been on it for ages. Why don't teenagers do it too? What's bad about that? Should teenagers also meditate, or are they too young? Should teenagers get enough sleep, or are they too young? Should teenagers stop playing so many video games? Should teenagers avoid using recreational drugs? Should teenagers train in the gym? Should they eat healthy? And so why is it that all these things that you promote are good for teenagers to do, but suddenly the testosterone is not? And so does that make...
Yeah, I thought having testosterone like a caveman was a good thing. Why wouldn't you want teenagers to do that?
You want to think about, is testosterone for you actually good? Why are you on it?
I'm just following the internal logic. I'm not agreeing with this caveman frame at all, but just going along with his own frame. You know, wouldn't you want, your teenage audience to get, a caveman T level because of all the microplastics? Like, wouldn't you want to not gatekeep that for them?
This is video one on the Netflix documentary on...
His eye area is brutal. He needs a bunch of stuff for his eye area.
The life story of Hamza. Oh, and before I go, you can buy the Turk Platinum and the Turk Builder Max. You can also
Greg, you've
start
shilled
with a
enough.
booster.
You've shilled enough. Wait, he posted a video talking about his experiment injecting testosterone for 1.5 years. Oh, that's the gaslight. Oh, this is all just for a video where I don't disclose I'm on testosterone for 1.5 years. That's why I kept it secret. Is that the latest gaslight? That is ridiculous. Oh, I've just been doing an experiment for 1.5 years.
Jeffrey wakes up without morning wood. Could it be your diet, Jeffrey? Could it be your life?
What are the people saying? My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Young men out there, you are better natty. Here before Hamza deletes this video too. It's actually over. It's actually over. Damage control. Stay natty, guys, period. The coping is strong on this one. Oh my god. Bro's about to overdose on copium. And this is his own channel. This isn't like a hate video. This is his own video. Hamza, he's messed his career up. He's messed it up. You've lied to your audience, and now you're gaslighting them to add insult onto injury. This wasn't a experiment, and you won't. What do you mean experiment? My experiment injecting testosterone for 1.5 years. That's not a challenge. That's not a 30-day challenge. That's not a 90-day challenge. No, you're just using fucking exogenous testosterone because you like it. That's not an experiment. That's not an experiment. Doesn't last 1.5 years. It's outrageous. It's outrageous that he's trying to gaslight his own audience after lying to them, like, by omission. It's just like, I'm so glad. I've been talking shit about Hamza before it became cool. I'm so glad. It's just ridiculous how people will cultivate an audience that they're scared of.